And let's see, is that working? I don't know. No. Okay, I think we're recording. And so I'm just going to dive right in and try to race through tonight because I know we're all super busy. And I'm going to share my screen here. Tonight's topic is 4 steps to success. So just 4 things to help you reach your goals and be successful in this business. So for some reason, my computer's taking a little while. It's giving me the rainbow of death here, but hopefully it will share screen soon. Okay. Just somebody give me, oh, I can't see your faces anymore, but somebody could just type in the chat box or unmute yourself and just let me know that you can see the screen. Yay. Okay, perfect. Okay. Gonna dive right in. 4 steps to success. Let me just fix my screen here really quickly. Okay, cool. Okay, step number 1. Where's my, I don't know why my computer's being weird right now. Just keeps giving me the rainbow. But okay, so here we go. Believe in yourself. Okay, this seems easy enough, but quite honestly, this is the first step to being successful, not only as a coach, but in anything that you do in life, any business, anything that you want to achieve. You have to believe that you can actually do it, because if you don't, then guess what? No one else is going to believe that you can do it, and no one is going to want to join you or join your team if you don't believe that you are actually going to be successful. When I say this, I want you to believe that you can be successful right now. So I don't want you to say to yourself, oh, well, I was successful, when I first started as a coach a few months ago, or, just like, I was crushing my workouts and I was really like bringing in a lot of people on our team and it was great, but now things have changed and you don't really believe it anymore. Like maybe you first came in hot and strong and were doing well, and then you kind of fell into a slump and now you don't believe. And the flip side of that is I don't want you to come in and say, well, I don't believe I can do it right now, but maybe down the line after I've read this book or done this training or did all of that. No, you have to believe that you are capable of helping people right now. Okay, you are 100% able to help people in this business. And it's not going to take reading something or some sort of training to help one person right now. Okay, you have value to share with people. Even if you have done one workout, you have something to share with somebody. Even if you've had one shake, you can share that journey from day one. So don't ever feel like you don't have anything to offer somebody else. Okay, you have your story and your experience, and it is unique to you. You are the only one with your story. So share that and share it proudly and be confident and share your victories, share your struggles confidently, and know that you are able to inspire others. Even if you think that your story is boring or not, you haven't overcome that much yet because you've just started out, or maybe you haven't earned that much money yet because you've just started as a coach. It doesn't matter. Okay, we all have a day one, and we can't compare our day one with somebody else's day 365, right? You have a value that you can share with somebody right now, so believe in that and don't let anybody tell you any different. If you're having trouble believing in yourself, we've got to get that mindset switch going, okay? One way to do it is to stop looking at coaching as just a hobby. So if you are here just for the discount or as a hobby coach, that's fine. I'm not talking to specifically to those people. I'm talking to the people who have told me that they have goals that they want to achieve and that they want to earn an income with this business. Okay? If you want to earn an income with this business, you have to treat it like it's a business. You can't just be like, oh, this is something I'm just going to do for fun and make a shit ton of money on the side. No, it doesn't work like that. You can't put in a hobby amount of work and expect a six-figure income, okay? The work that you put in is going to match what you make. So treating your business like a business. Okay, we all don't have a million hours a day to put into our business, especially if we have other full-time jobs. So what I mean by treating your business like it's a business is to plan out those business hours and actually stick to them. Not plan it out and then say, oh, I didn't get to it today. Oh, I didn't get to it the next day either. Oh, didn't get to it. Oh, it's been 2 weeks. I haven't got to any business activities. That's not treating it like it's a business. That's treating it like it's a hobby or just, you know, I don't know what, something that's just there that maybe you can do every now and then. But when you treat something like a business, you have to create momentum. And anytime you stop what you're doing, you're also pressing pause on your momentum and you will slow down or go backwards. So envision yourself living, you know, like how you want this to fit into your whole life eventually. And, you know, whatever your current job is, of course, be proud of that, but be proud of what you do as a coach too. And, you know, for some of you who don't like your jobs, think of what you're doing now as a coach as, you know, or think of your job, your full-time job as the bank that is funding your passion job of coaching. Because we all have to start somewhere. And it's not always a good idea to quit your job and go all in if you have nothing else to back you up. But, you know, putting in a little bit every single day and building up to that is one way to do it. And then doing the vital behaviors. We have to do the vital behaviors every day if you want to achieve any success, right? If you don't know what the vital behaviors are, if you're new to the team, the vital behaviors are doing your personal development each day, doing your workout, sharing your journey, and inviting others to join you. And if you're having trouble getting your mind right here, tapping into your PD is something that I highly recommend, which is personal development. It's reading 10 minutes a day of something that is going to boost that confidence, okay? When people ask you what it is that you do, what do you say to them? Do you give them your full-time job description and that's it? Do you mention coaching with confidence, or do you kind of mention it like, oh, well, I'm a teacher, but I also kind of sort of do this like coaching thing where I sort of help people, you know, if they need help with their health and fitness. That doesn't really sound that confident, right? Like, I'm going to run to sign up with you. You sound so confident. When people ask you what you do, you should be proud of what you do because you are helping people. People's lives are changed by what you do as a coach every single day. So never forget that and never think lightly of that, even if, you know, the world out there, people have a lot to say about MLMs or, you know, people don't think it's a real job. I can tell you it is a real job that earns an income, and people that think otherwise, they're just wrong, or they're scared, or they have a fear, they don't know any better. So you know though, and you have to show other people that confidence so that they want to join you. Okay. Next thing, so some examples of PD to read if you are struggling with your confidence and giving off that positive energy. My favorite one, hands down, is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. That's one of the, you know, if you are my personally sponsored coach, then I probably recommended this book to you before. I also love You Are a Badass at Making Money is the second one she wrote. It's really, really good. And sorry if you guys are in chat box. I'm like really bad at seeing the chat box. I'm gonna go, I should be on a new client that's an MLM, and this business has given me such a leg up at my day job. See, that's amazing. I love that. And like sharing that and other people hearing that and that energy, people can feel that. So I would share that, Sarah. That's awesome. Okay. Anything by Brene Brown is pretty much a confidence booster. She's amazing. My favorite one is Gifts of Imperfection. But she's also written Rising Strong, Daring Greatly. She's got a bunch. I'm over here looking at my PD books over here. Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. So good. And I just bought Girl Stop Apologizing at Target today, and because I can't go to Target and just get what I'm supposed to get, which was Easter goodies, and of course I'm buying other things. But anyway, I'm always buying books. But Girl Wash Your Face is really good, and I can't wait to read her next one. Rachel Hollis is also going to be at our summit this year, which is our annual Beachbody Conference in Indianapolis, and so excited to hear her speak live. It's going to be amazing. If you were not signed up for Summit yet, I can't express enough how amazing it is and how instrumental it is to really just kickstarting or being that game changer for your business. It's just such a great experience, and I can't recommend it enough. The next one is 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. I haven't read it, but coaches on our team have read it. It's supposed to be really good. And then the other two on the bottom of the list are just ones I have researched. I haven't read them, but they looked like they would be good books for confidence topic. And I'm seeing another chat here. You have this PDF available on our team page. I'll share. It's a PD on my team page. Yeah, for sure. And I think there is a list of PD books on the documents, on the files on our page. I don't know if all of these are on there, but I can definitely post this PDF. It's super easy to do. So no problem. Okay. Okay, step 2 to success is knowing your why. Okay, we all decided one day to try a Beachbody program. Whether it was because we were feeling out of shape, we were stuck, we didn't have the tools, we didn't know what to do, maybe we weren't an athlete before, maybe we didn't know how to eat properly, maybe we were an athlete and never had to think about what we ate before, whether it was the nutrition, whether it was the fitness. The same reason, the same goes for signing up as a coach. We all have a reason why we initially signed up as a coach. So think about what was your reason? And if you don't mind sharing it in the chat box, I'd love to hear why you initially became a coach, and I can share with you why I initially became a coach. I was I was at a weird place, but I was a new mom. I had recently lost my job because my company had folded, and I was out of shape because I couldn't get to the gym. And I kind of just found myself, like, I had been a former athlete, and I was just looking at myself like, I'm not exercising anymore, and I'm not sure what to do with the job, because if I went back to work in the advertising industry where I was before, it wasn't going to be the same comfortable situation that I was in with my previous employer, who had been very lenient and just very compassionate about the fact that I was a new mom. A new company maybe wouldn't feel the same way, especially in New York advertising. It's very long hours and a long commute into the city. So I had P90X sitting on my shelf, and I knew that I wanted to do something different, and I knew I wanted it to be on my own terms. And working from home was something that I had dreamed about doing, but wasn't really sure how I could earn an income doing that. I'd had a blog, but it wasn't super lucrative. It was more for fun. And I had a few side gigs, coaching soccer for little kids, and doing writing for different blogs, but it wasn't enough to contribute to we needed 2 incomes to survive in New York City, especially with a kid. And shortly after I decided to become a coach, we had one on the way. So it was like I needed to go back to work. If I couldn't just be a stay-at-home mom, I needed to create an income. And I also wanted to work. So I decided I found a fellow blogger who seemed similar to me. She lived in Portland, but at the time, but she was a mom of a young kid. She was a former athlete. She liked style and fashion, which is something that I was interested in. And she had tried a workout program, P90X3, and got amazing results from it. And I was like, well, and then she started her business and started having success working from home. And I thought to myself, well, if she can do it, why can't I? I have nothing to lose at this point. So let me just dive in. And so I went here. Let's see what you guys wrote. Why it takes so long to find the job box. Okay. I'm going to read it out loud so in case people are, is that okay? In case people are watching it back. We moved to Columbus, Ohio. I didn't know anyone, had recently gotten a puppy, hated the gym I joined, and fell off the wagon of working out. I decided to go all in as a coach when starting Beachbody for accountability, knowing that others were relying on me. I realized I'd missed the coaching aspect of my life since I had been a team captain in sports throughout high school and college. Love that, and that hits home so much for me too. The accountability factor, for sure. When I was left to my own devices, I did not show up for myself. And once I knew that I had to show up because other people were in the group and I was supposed to be their coach, I had to show up. And I was telling Kathleen actually earlier, Sarah, when we first got on the call, was like, I am a hot mess right now. I probably have snot on my shirt. All I want to do is have a glass of wine like I see you're having right now, and it looks amazing. But I haven't done my workout today. And but you know what? And I so do not want to press play and do an hour-long workout after this call. But I'm going to do it because I know my challengers are counting on me, and I know at the end of the day, it's better for me if I do that and not skip my workout. So I never in a million years would have done that had I not become a coach 4 years ago. And then the next question is, why are you still a coach today? So we know why we signed up, but why are you still here? Why are you showing up for this call? What makes you want to show up for your challengers? What makes you want to continue to inspire other people? And I think for me, it's just seeing, as being a coach now for 4 years, just seeing how many lives have changed of people that I now, know very personally and love very dearly. When I first joined this team, I didn't know anybody on our team. We were all from across the country. I never met anybody in person. We were all just friends online. And after meeting them and establishing these amazing relationships with them over time, and then seeing how their lives had changed, my personal coach was able to support herself through a divorce on her own income and not have to rely on her ex-husband. She was, my other, another close friend of mine, her and her husband were able to buy the lake house dream home that they had always dreamed about. And she was able to quit her full-time nursing job. And just seeing how all of these lives have changed through coaching, both with health and fitness. And, my own mother, she had lost 20 pounds when she first joined my groups. Her blood pressure and cholesterol went way down because she joined my groups. And that to me is reason enough to still keep going and try to help as many people as possible. It's amazing. I just truly believe in what we do as coaches, and I just love our company and our mission, and I honestly can't see myself doing anything different at this point. And feel free if you guys want to answer that in the chat too. That's cool. Okay. So think about, Still here because working on at home works for me. I met new friends that are like-minded in their health and fitness journeys, which is inspiring, and people outside of the team notice my results mentally and physically and are curious about how I did it. Love it. Okay, so questions to ask yourself. What do you want your life to look like? What is a perfect day in your life? I would say, waking up and having my family around me, having a cup of coffee, probably being at the beach, working from, getting a workout in, like sunrise yoga or something amazing, and just being able to work from wherever I want and just having that financial freedom, to never have to worry about, oh, can we afford this? Can we afford that? Can we travel here? Can we do that? Can the kids do this activity? Can they not? And, not having to worry about any of that. Sorry, I'm kind of answering more than one, but how do you want to feel? Who do you want to help? I want to help other moms and other women who maybe have lost that confidence in their lives. Maybe they had it before, but things have changed, and we get older. Things changed. Our metabolism slows down. We get busy with work and with kids and everything else. And I just want to help women make themselves a priority. And in terms of the world, making an impact is just honestly just trying to help as many people as possible achieve freedom in their lives, and to be able, to have the health and the happiness, but to just have that freedom to wake up and have other people have their perfect days. So I hear puppy snuggles, morning workout, cup of coffee on the patio, being active, and grilling out. Love it. Okay. Step 3 is setting goals. Okay. This is a big one, you guys. And I want to highlight this. We all have our own definition of success, and success to me might be different than success to somebody else on this team, and that is okay. But whatever your definition of success is, it's important to set goals based on what you want to achieve. And I'm a firm believer in writing down your goals. I don't think that, you can say your goal out loud, but until you write it down and look at it every day, it doesn't stick as much in your mind, and you aren't accountable for it. We have our challenge groups to keep us accountable for our health and fitness, but with our goals, I think staying accountable, writing it down and posting it on the team page is such a good way to keep yourselves accountable for that. And I have to say, way back when I first started as a coach about 4 years ago, every single month on the first day of the month, it was a whole flurry of team members posting their goals on the team page. It was like May 1st, bam, goals are up, we're ready to go, we're excited. And at the end of the month, when those Success Club boards would pop out, there were a lot more people achieving Success Club every single month. And the numbers have gone down a lot, and I don't think it necessarily has to do with, oh, the business has changed, the model's changed, there's not as many people to help, which is not true because there's tons of people to help. I really think it has to do with people not setting goals. So I would love for our team to get to a place where it just becomes second nature, that when that month hits, we just know, like, that's what we do. We're posting our goals and we're going to stay accountable. Because if you tell somebody what your goal is, you're more likely to stick to it. Trust me, there are plenty of days of these hour-long workouts with 80-day obsession that I have wanted to skip, but I have kept myself accountable by, talking with other women on this team and in the challenge groups that we're in to keep myself going. The same has to go for a business goals, you guys. Write them. If you don't feel comfortable posting on the team page for some reason, Send them to your upline. Send them to your boyfriend. Send them to your husband. Send them to your mom. I don't care who you send them to. Tell somebody what your goals are so that somebody can check in with you later and see how you're doing. Even if they don't check in with you, just putting it out there and telling somebody that you're going to do it makes it more likely that you're going to do it. So setting goals, you guys, it's so freaking important. It keeps you accountable. One thing I want to mention with setting goals, is to break them down, because sometimes we can have big, lofty goals of like, I want to hit 10-star diamond by the end of the year, or I want to, be an elite coach, and that is a huge goal. Okay, and what happens is, it's similar to hitting Success Club. It's like, like we're like, oh, we have all this time. We have 12 months to hit that goal. So then what do? You don't do anything for 11 months. And then that last month comes, you're like, oh my God, I gotta hit it. I gotta get this. So we're racing and we're procrastinators by nature. And we wait until the last minute. And then what happens? You don't hit the goal. So give earlier deadlines, number one, and break down your goals. So instead of, setting your goal to hit Success Club by the 30th of the month, set it for the 15th so that you hit it. Maybe you even go over it, but then you're not stressing out all month long trying to hit it on the last day. Like, there's nothing more awful than trying to hit it in the last hour. So I read this book called The 12-Week Year, and I love how it breaks down goals because it goes yearly and then quarterly and then weekly. And I add in monthly just because that's how Beachbody works with, monthly recognition, that sort of thing. But breaking down your goals to yearly and then quarterly, monthly, and weekly. And I think weekly goals are what are going to be, and then correlating those actions to hit your weekly goals are what's really going to truly make the difference. If you're hitting your weekly goals, then I guarantee you're most likely going to hit your monthly goals, your quarterly goals, and your yearly goals. So creating an urgency is important. Don't give yourself a goal for the end of the year and nothing for first quarter. Create that urgency to hit something, to have something, around the corner to hit all the time. And then a realistic timeline. So don't say like, oh, I'm going to hit 10-star diamond in like a month, because that's just crazy. You want to have a realistic time frame. Start with 2-star diamond and, start with emerald. First of all, get 2 coaches on your team, right? That's it. And then, make that like a weekly goal or, a 10-day goal or something like that. Then make diamond like your, 6-week goal. And then build from there. So one thing that, with the last one here, which says go bigger, I want to highlight that because a lot of times we're afraid and fear holds us back from setting higher goals because we don't want to fail. For some reason, we are designed, humans by nature, to be afraid of failing. But by going bigger, you're going to set yourself up for more success. If you only say, I'm going to hit Success Club 6, and then we're procrastinating and wait, maybe you'll hit 2 or 4. But if you say you want to hit 20, guess what? Your weekly goals are definitely going to change. You're going to be putting in more work, and you'll definitely hit at least 6. You'll probably hit at least 10. Maybe 15, so going bigger, don't cap your lid so small. Raise the bar. You guys are capable. You guys can do this. So it doesn't matter if you fail. No, if you say you're going to hit 20 and then you don't hit 20, who cares? If you hit 15, that you're doing darn good. So raise the bar on your goals, you guys. And the last one, step 4, is to take action. There's another good PD book by Brian Tracy, No Excuses. He also wrote Eat That Frog, which is a good time management book. But taking action, we have to walk the walk. We can't just talk the talk. We can't just say we're going to do things and not show up to do them. So this is where we talk about the vital behaviors. But number one is doing a program. I know that most of you guys here are all doing programs. That seems to be the easiest one for most coaches to stick to, is doing a program, following the meal plan, drinking your Shakeology. That's step one. If you're not doing a program, if you're just kind of dabbling here, dabbling there, going for a run here, you know, whatever, not drinking your shake, oops, sorry, I got a little time update. Okay. Committing to a program where you're taking your before shots, you're taking your progress photos, you're sharing your journey. That's what I mean by doing a program, not picking, you know, doing this and that here and there sometimes. But following through and sharing each day, the ups and the downs, the struggles, the fact that you want to have that pizza or you want to have that wine. Be relatable. People want the realness from you. If they think that you are perfect and you never have ice cream and you never have pizza and you never have cheeseburgers, then they're going to be like, well, shit, she's just way too perfect. I'm never going to be able to do that. So there's no way I'm going to join that team or anything like that. So share with people that we're in this together, that it is a struggle. It's not always easy. We don't always want to press play. But by being a part of this group and a part of this community, it pushes us to be better. Okay? Reading and listening to PD is the next one, which we've talked a lot about today. If you guys have any good recommendations for something that you're reading right now, please let us know. And then inviting is the last one. And that one is so important. And I want to stress the inviting part because a lot of times we call it connecting, which is so, so important. Connecting, we have to do every single day. We have to grow our networks. We have to, make relationships with other people, grow relationships with people. But at the end of the day, you can grow a relationship all you want, but until you send somebody an invitation to the party that you're having, in our case, it's a challenge group or a coach opportunity event, they're not going to come. So we have to make sure that we are sending at least 3 to 5 invites every single day, and that we are tracking it. That's the best way to keep yourself accountable with your inviting, is tracking. And we have so many different ways you can do this. There's the business activity tracker that Beachbody created. It's amazing, and it's updated in terms of, how we use social media these days. The Power Hour form, there's the Power of Threes form. If you go into our files tab, you can see a lot of these forms. Teamsy, or just pen and paper. If you're just starting out, write a list of 30 people who you want to invite to your next challenge group. Free groups are a really good idea. This is something like going back to basics that I personally haven't done in a while. But thinking back, free groups were the bread and butter of my early business. And every now and then I have to go back and say to myself, why was I successful in the beginning? And it's because of my free groups. So I need to go back and start a free group, because those were something that got people's foot in the door and gave them an opportunity to see what our community is all about, to see what we had to offer, to see what's going on. And yeah, sure, you're going to get those people who just only want to join a free group, but there were people in 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 free groups and never joined, and then all of a sudden a year later they decided to join. So you never know. And even though it seems like a lot of work in the beginning, you can recreate ideas. There's ideas from other coaches on our team. You can work together to do a free group. But it is a really good way, especially when you're starting out, to get people interested, and they don't have to make an investment to begin with, and they get a sneak peek of what we do. And then many times people will want to keep going because maybe they got results in that week, or maybe they realize that, oh, this type of accountability really works for me. Um, 1 out of 10 people will tell you no. So don't think that something is wrong if people tell you no. You have to get comfortable with getting turned down about 90% of the time. And know that no doesn't always mean no. It just means no for right now. I've had plenty of people come back to me months later, years later, when things change in their lives, or something's not working anymore, or maybe they don't have as much free time to get to the gym and they need help. So every conversation you have with somebody is planting a seed that you are available to help them when they are ready. And don't take it personally when people tell you no. People tell me no all the dang time. It's normal, and it's not only normal in this business, but with pretty much all businesses. Like, you wouldn't get mad if, people, when you walk into Target, they're not going to get mad if you decide not to buy, their flip-flops. So, like, why do we get upset if people don't want to join our challenge group the first time we ask them? It's okay. They're just not ready, or it's just not for them. It's not for everyone. And then get real with yourself, you guys. What do you need to improve? Okay? We all celebrate the things that we do well, and we need to celebrate that because we have to pump ourselves up to keep going. But we do need to take a good hard look at what we are doing and what we need to improve, and keeping it real with ourselves and saying, am I truly sending out enough invites to hit SC5 every month? And breaking this down, if 1 out of 10 are saying no, 1 out of 10 are saying yes. Sorry, I said that wrong. That basically means to hit SC5, you need to help 3 people, which means you need to send out 30 invitations that month. Guys, that's only 1 person a day. That's only 1 invite a day. That's easy. You can all do 1 person a day, right? So if you have higher goals, SC10 is 50 invites a month. SC15, 80 invites a month. SC20, 100 invites a month, okay? And that's the bare minimum. Most of us should be sending 3 to 5 a day, not 1 a day. So take a good little hard look at what you're actually doing and what we can improve. But at the end of the day, I love this quote by Brene Brown. You either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness. We should never have to hustle for our worthiness, okay? You guys are worthy, and you have a unique, special story to share. People want to join you for you. Okay, you have something that nobody else has, and you are the only one that can share it. So share your journey and share it proudly. Be confident in what you do and what you've achieved, and the vision that you have for the future. Maybe you haven't achieved what you want to achieve yet, but you probably have a vision. So share that with people and inspire them and inspire each other. Create a team environment where you inspire each other, and share authentically and bravely, and don't be afraid to own your reality. So I see a couple of chats. I'm going to try to go quickly. I see we have 2 minutes left before I get cut off by Zoom here. CrossFit, that's awesome. Yeah, it's badass. But yeah, if you're afraid, that's a good thing. Going out of your comfort zone is always a good thing. You can't stay stuck in our comfort zone. Yeah, I mean, if you're, dabbling here and there is okay, but then, you're creating hybrid programs for yourself. That's not dabbling. So hybrids are awesome. Is there a free trial of, I think it's 14 days, 2 weeks. Yeah. So, and then Clean Week is a really good thing to start people off with. If they just want to start for a week, you can do that for free, I think. You can just sign up for Clean Week. And then if they want the whole BOD, there's a 2-week trial for that. So, okay, if there's no other questions, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to stop might just get cut off, though. It says less than a minute, but I'm going to stop the share, I think. I don't know. I'm just going to say bye. Because I don't know how to do technology. But thank you guys for coming so much, and I'll see you on the team page.